Hi, and welcome to another project update. Here we're taking a look at the new expansion for Just, called the Water expansion. It will feature a couple of new mechanics, such as power-ups and of course, water. Here we see the strength power-up being used to knock down several bridges. Over here we see the strength power-up being used to break a set of boulders, and revealing a hidden item. Without the strength power-up, the player will not be able to break through certain objects, as seen here where the power-up just times out. Some obstacles can be cleared with a single strength power-up, though one must be careful when using it, unlike me, who just fell off. Here is another level featuring the speed power-up, which allows the player to reach certain hard-to-reach areas. Over here, the player is crossing over a rotating bridge, which would be nigh impossible to pass without the power-up. Over here is another section where the player must clear 3 long jumps. The speed power-up also has some aerial control to let the player fix his trajectory while in flight. Though the extra speed is useful, one must time his motions a bit more carefully. Unlike this fellow over here, who clearly didn't time that jump. This is the testing area for Just. It's just a plain space with random test objects, but it is rather useful. At the moment, there's a prototype river with the current script attached to it. This causes the player to drift along with the water. There's also 3 power-ups strewn about in the back. The one I wish to demonstrate is the flight power-up, this blue one. The flight power-up allows the player to float around in the air. When combined with other power-ups, the flight power-up provides some interesting gameplay. This is the new menu for Just. Several things have been added, such as the Extras and Options menu. In the Extras menu, the player will find a gospel track following the game's theme, along with several scripture passages. The theme of the game symbolizes the grace of God and the sin debt of man. The scale represents man's condition. The dark weights represent man's sin debt. The Justifier, in a way, represents Christ. And the silver weights represent the price that Christ paid on the cross. The game also serves as a metaphor for believers to walk justly. Under the Gospel menu is the level bios. These short descriptions are unlocked when the player finishes a level. In the Options menu, the player can adjust the music and sound volumes via sliders. The range is fixed to 7 different levels, ranging from off to very high. These options could also be accessed in real time during gameplay. Snappy. Under the Reset Profile, there is the option to reset the game's progress. That is, if the player desires to reset the game. There is also a special menu for the player to select a new shell. These shells are unlocked by either completing levels or collecting all the gold weights in the game. Smiley one's my favorite. Well, that about wraps up this update. See you next time.